Okay, today we are talking about how to build your content marketing foundation before you ever sign a PR firm or PR agency. Maybe sort of big picture. Why is this important? Why would we want to be talking about this? Why do potential companies looking to hire a PR agency? Why do they need to be thinking about this beforehand?
Yeah, for sure. So I think when it comes to PR, when we're pitching reporters our creative news stories, and we'll hopefully have some respond positively, before they do respond, they're going to check our client's website and social media to ensure the company seems legit. And then they're probably looking at, is it a confusing fly-by-night operation or does it clearly know its mission and audience? And if it's the latter, the reporter may reach out, and that's our goal. So basically, our PR success can often depend on the successful marketing of our client.
Absolutely. And I think we've definitely had a couple of media opportunities go sideways. Not a ton, but over the years, there have been a few where they go to the website and yeah, they're dissuaded. It has happened where a reporter has reached out to us and said, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna move on. Thanks. And it sometimes it has to do with, as you said, confusing messaging. Maybe it seems like maybe the numbers that the company is throwing out, like, look at these amazing results. Like there's no sort of proof that anyone can easily discover. It's like these numbers seem kind of made up. They're too good to be true. Maybe something like that. Or just it could be the opposite. Maybe there's nothing specific there. It just looks super generic. Looks like maybe somebody just did the chat GPT thing and threw up some content and it's thrown up. It looks like throw up. um, so yeah, aside from the getting sort of an instant verification from a journalist that you are legit or seem legit, worth talking to, there's another benefit from getting your content marketing fully done up. Or well, your website is always a work in progress. It's never fully complete. Your content is always going to be adapting to client feedback, to your successes, to your failures. You're going to want to change things up. But one added benefit of getting your messaging sorted is this actually does help you when you're in an interview with a reporter, and you can use that messaging as a foundation for your talking points for talking to a reporter. So,
Mhm.
I don't know. Any thoughts on that?
Completely adds up. I'm going to also add that you want to build trust with your audience. So whether that's your reporter, that's the audience that the reporter, has, or it's your clients or your clientele, whoever's using your service or your product. And so, yeah, it's all about quality content and not just, your little sketchy paid links or with ads or just, paid links on websites hosted overseas that might just disappear from time to time. So yeah, it's truly about quality for whichever audience you're trying to target.
Great. And we're not just talking about the website, although that's a big part of it. So there's the website, there might be your email marketing, maybe particular parts of the website that aren't instantly visible through the navigation, but landing pages that people come to through ads. What about the ad
Yep.
copy itself? So all of this, your content, it doesn't have to be exactly the same on every all of your channels. Like it doesn't have to be completely consistent because actually you might want to vary it according to target audience that you are trying to reach.
Mhm.
And that's again good for PR purposes because you're not always pitching the same kind of story.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good to go through that process of thinking through these things. Um, I, w- I do want to touch on one other aspect, and maybe you can maybe you have some thoughts on this. Is like Well, I mentioned before that developing your content is always a work in progress. Um, there definitely have been cases where I felt a prospect or client was waiting too long to launch a PR campaign. Their news was starting to get tired and old. Their big announcement was starting to just not be as relevant anymore because they kept on they kept on waiting for their messaging, which was maybe being developed internally by their internal marketing team. It was always a couple days away, or a week away, or 2 weeks away. We're almost done with this rebranding, and then a couple days or 1 week rebranding project turns into 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, and it's just, well, I don't know if you have some thoughts on that.
Yeah, I think that's an issue with a lot of companies, always trying to have like the best brand and kind of this perfectionist mentality of don't release anything until everything's 100% the way you want it. But sort of back to your point earlier of your website's never done, your content will always evolve, new trends are happening. So it can't really be absolutely perfect, but you can make it really great. And that way your press release or your news that you want to share comes out at the perfect time because you were able to sort of release that rebranding in a timely manner, shall I say?
Perfect. Yeah, I think we're fully aligned. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I think that covers the basics of getting your content marketing strategy or content marketing foundation in place before you ever sign a PR agency. And if you are looking for a PR agency because your messaging is done or close to done, or maybe we can help with that before we launch the PR side of things. If you're ready, we're around. Give us a call.